Dungeons and Daddies is a rowdy, horny, violent podcast for grown-ups. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Few Faerunians ever look up at the night sky and wonder anymore. To most, our new firmament is just a seething mass of insanity-causing tentacles, but consider those tentacles again. For together they converge into the cosmic sphincter of the Doodler's huge dark butt. Under that huge dark butt, everyone you ever heard of, every human, every elf, every dragonborn ever born, every rogue and ranger, every druid and dryad now lives their lives. Think of the rivers of cheese flowing through the veins of Supreme Pizza Lord Papa John, the millions and millions of lives sacrificed in his melting vat, all so he can become the momentary master of a fraction of a dingleberry, clinging to the underside of an alien's asshole. In our obscurity, in all this vast assness, there is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves, especially not from the 4 adolescents who just came to this world and almost killed themselves with a fireball. There is perhaps no better demonstration of the folly of human conceits than the image of those dumb kids riding in a truck that says Pussy Wagon, driven by a weirdo dressed like the Joker, chasing a boy in a diaper under the uncaring, all-knowing anus of that huge, dark butt. To me, it is a reminder to deal more harshly with children, to drive them from our lands, to smite them wherever we find them, and to keep the only home we'll ever have again from being ruined by no-good dipshit teens. I'm Carl Sagan.
Welcome to Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast. Instead, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast about 4 wayward teens lost in a new dimension in a quest to rescue their lost dads. My name is Freddie Wong. I play Taylor Swift, the rogue, anime-loving survivalist teen who's uniquely suited for this situation. And this week's Taylor fact, a little weird energy on this one because we had the SD card malfunction on, so this is our second time through our intro.
What does SD stand for?
Sucking dick.
Yeah!
It's already better. It's already good.
We're synced up, dude. We fish each other's
Dicks.
Taylor's teen fact for this week, since we're going on a pizza adventure, Taylor's favorite pizza is sausage pizza. That's it. Just sausages. Okay. Different types of sausage.
That's okay.
Just a bunch of different meats.
Just so everybody knows, last time he said flatbread. Which doesn't
Meats
count.
and bell peppers.
Meats and bells. He's a supreme. He wants the supreme pizza because he's like the supreme. I'm just trying to help you out, man.
Here's what it is.
Take it or leave it.
Here's what it is. Taylor asks and never receives every topping they got.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, that's good. Hey, everybody. My name is Matthew Arnold. I play Lincoln Lee Wilson, a schooled-at-home sports kid, or soccer kid. He's mostly just soccer. He doesn't play other sports, who's the protective paladin of the group. So to continue the journey through the senses, I'm actually going to do the sense of feel, which I'm 70% sure I haven't done yet. I'll be honest. I kind of forget which ones I've done. His favorite feel, his favorite thing to touch, stop laughing, Beth, is he likes the feeling of the underneath of his bed. Like he just likes that cool ground and being like in a tight little
goes under there?
He goes under his bed. He just likes to get under there and just fucking just relax and stay calm under there. It just feels really good under there.
Okay.
What? It just feels good under there. It's just nice and relaxing.
It's so dusty.
No.
It's
no. Excuse you, Anthony. Maybe on your side.
Sorry, I guess I just showed my whole ass.
Yeah. No, absolutely not. Lincoln's room is very, very clean. He's got 2 Roombas. They work in shifts. Make sure. He doesn't like to overwork his help, so he makes sure that
they're in love with each other, but they start at opposite times, so they never actually get to be near each other.
Like Roombas crossing in the night.
It's like 2 Roombas pick up like a strand of spaghetti and they start like sucking it up towards each other.
More than once, Link's woken up and he hears the sound of 2 Roombas. Like, what are we guys doing out there?
He opens up the app. He's like, I haven't scheduled them both at the same time.
He's got hardwood floors. That's the cool touch.
Nice.
Oh, sure. Okay.
The cool touch. Hey, everyone. I'm Will Campos, a.k.a. the cool touch.
Nice. That's what we call him.
I play Normal Oak. He's a mascot. He's a kid. He's lost in a strange land, trying to find himself. My normal fact this week is also pizza related. Normal's favorite pizza is pepperoni because it's got pep in the name, and he's all about that
Aw.
pep.
Oh, that's good.
I love that.
He is vegan, so he'll order the pepperoni and then scrape all the pepperoni and the cheese off and then just eat tomato and bread because the pepperoni and cheese hurts his tummy.
And then just say a quiet prayer for the animals that were still killed for the pizza he ordered.
I'm ready to give you a pizza, my mind. I did that joke before the SD card broke, and it still didn't work very well.
I think it's what broke the SD card.
I think it might have been. My name is Beth May, and I play Scary
Shit, I did
Marlowe. Goth punk seeker of darkness who is not like the other warlocks. Or at least she wasn't, back on the Forgotten Realms version of Earth. Now that we're on the Earth version of Earth, maybe she is like the other warlocks here. Who knows? Anyways, fun fact about Scary this week is that Scary often dreams about the merch she will sell when she's a world famous punk rocker with a big band that everybody wants to be a part of.
She's a big band punk rocker.
And nobody
She takes
said
out her
no
little
to.
conductor's baton.
Scary Marlowe and the Jazz Poppers.
That's what they call her in the cool punk rock future. And
What kind of merch?
one of the merch items she thinks about is cool torn pants that are all shredded, but they have a little bit of Velcro on the inside that you can put them back together in case your mom is like, you're not wearing that to school. And then when you get to school, you can tear them up again. And she's going to call them the tear up flare ups.
She should call them the Imbruglias because they're already torn.
Damn, that's so good.
I'm Anthony Burch. I'm your dad. I had a whole story about tattoo stuff. I'm not going to do it again.
You wouldn't understand. It's tattoo stuff.
Yeah.
Did I tell you one of the things I wanted to prank you with was Anthony has sent us, his fellow podcasters, a picture of the in progress tattoo. I wanted to go to one of those sites that lets you do the 2-week temporary tattoos and then get it printed up and color it in and then do it on myself. And then when he comes up, like, hey Anthony, check out my back tattoo. And it's a
Steal his
photographic,
look.
and it's a photographic recreation of his. And it's also still like it's just his. The tattoo's a picture of Anthony's back, but like you also see Anthony on it as well.
All right. So last episode, you all took your first 5 steps into a new world.
How dare you? Wait.
Normal ran.
Yeah,
Normal
we
did
went
run.
20 feet, which is more than most people's 5 steps, by the way, in order to test the thing. And we got in combat.
You did.
And then we ran to a whole village.
I just came up with the clever way of summarizing the last episode. I'm not blaming you. If
It was
anything,
like
it's my
5
fault.
easy
I'm sorry. That
pizzas.
was my energy really difficult.
Wow.
Ah.
You all showed up in, I guess we have to just call it Earth now, because that's what it is. You showed up on Earth.
Does it have a number, like a cool number, like in the Marvel movies?
I don't think so. I think maybe it's material plane.
Is it
and
the
D&D
Earth-
or
is
It's
it-
something.
whatever the area code of San Dimas is. It's like Earth
that's true.
818.
Yeah, Earth 818.
You showed up, Hermie and Worthy arrived in the Pussy Wagon with all of the items that you had unlocked from Daddy's HQ in the flatbed.
I forgot Hermes here.
You killed some folks, specifically Scary killed everyone.
We killed the guy who was clearly supposed to tell us what was going on.
Yeah.
You killed what would have become the most beloved NPC of season 2.
And then I looked right into the camera. I said, well, that happened.
You all looked up, saw that the Doodler's undulating body has completely blotted out the sky and that it's far closer than you would have liked to see. Normal freaked out, as he is wont to do, started running towards the nearest source of lights.
Oh, the quick update. I said at the end of that last episode that I was going to run Cthulhu twerking into an image generator.
Oh, yeah.
Twerking is a banned word in many of these image generators, so unfortunately we can't. It's
It's
so
too
scary.
powerful.
It's too powerful. Yeah,
We
yeah.
can't let AI know about twerking.
Yeah.
Unlike the way that Lovecraft describes Cthulhu, it actually is something that you cannot conceive of
Yeah,
because it would be
yeah.
too dangerous.
Too dangerous.
Normal ran for his life and ran into a camp where a very long line of people was waiting to do something. When he got to the front of that line, they allowed him to cut in line because it turned out that those people were being sacrificed to a large vat of a cheese-like substance that was being pumped into the veins of a man on a throne and keeping him alive, and that man seemed to be Papa John. And that whole gag probably would have been a lot funnier if you hadn't killed the guy who was supposed to foreshadow it. So you just sort of saw it out of context. So it came off like a really wacky, like, internet meme. You're like, well, how random would it be if there was a Papa John in this world?
I love it.
I do think it was random.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so random.
So random.
Real
Yeah.
Invader Zim vibes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Boy, oh boy.
Monkey cheese, let's go.
Kill me.
And then I believe Normal was apprehended. I believe was the last
Yeah.
thing.
Yes. And then a couple guards grabbed Normal and then started dragging him towards the cheese.
Normal's going to kick this party into high gear 2 guards are like grabbing me from behind, right?
Yes, they
so
have
normal jabs his rocket. I got a boot
you got
rocket.
a single boot.
Single
Yeah,
rocket.
single boot
yeah.
rocket. So normal's gonna slam the single boot rocket into the heel of one of the guards and then blast off.
Nice.
Cool. Why don't you roll? I feel like acrobatics makes sense because it's kind of a dexterous, like you're trying to keep your balance and not just flip
How much
yourself on
aerial
your
work
ass.
has Normal done as the mascot?
Oh, he wanted to do you know like when you see like a circus act and there's the person on the ropes?
Yeah.
Like when they like twirl
yes.
around on the ropes. He tried that one time and almost broke his neck because he
I
got
think those are
tangled in it.
literally called aerial silks.
Aerial stilts. You're right.
Silks.
Yeah. Or silks. Yeah,
yeah,
the silk.
ropes coming from the ceiling. Is
Yeah,
that what you're talking-
yeah. He tried to set that up in the backyard one time and it did not go well.
on the tallest tree he's got.
Ooh, a 16 acrobatics.
Cool. So the 16, you stomp down on.
Stomp. Oh, that's part of it. I get it. It's fine.
on
Like the band?
Like,
No,
like
I
I'm
meant-
using it as the word, not as a reference to the musical.
No,
Yeah, Matt,
it was
it's a musical, it's
it
not
was
a band.
about feet, and I was like, stomping is what you do with your feet. But I'm like, of course that is. That's
wasn't
part
a
of the
reference.
action. It's not a reference.
I guess it was a
It's
reference
just-
to the idea of things that feet can do.
Sorry,
I
this
was
is
just-
important.
When you
Stomp
hang-
is a musical, not a band.
Yes.
Yeah, I've only seen them on like morning shows, so I thought they were like a band.
It's the cast of a musical. As far as
No, hold on. Matt's right. Stomp
Wait,
is a
hold up.
percussion group.
Yeah, it's like Blue Man Group.
Yeah, it's like Blue Man Group.
yeah, I guess I would call
Stomp.
Blue Man Group like a show as
Okay,
well.
I'm
That's
sorry.
fair.
I was tickled by the word stomp, but now we can continue.
My favorite band is Rent.
My point is, Matt, that Stomp's not going to be like opening for Aerosmith. You know what I mean? Like, they don't tour.
Before Paramore plays, I can't wait
Did you
to
guys see the My
Stomp.
Chemical Romance concert? Dude, Stomp killed it. in the opening.
All right, so you stomp down on this guy's
That's funny,
foot.
Stomp.
The jet boot ignites, and you manage to blast off sort of and move in the opposite direction. So you stomped on your left, you move to the right,
Nice.
and the other guard, the second guard, whoever had his hand on your shoulder, is going to roll to see if he can like grab
Hang
you
on,
essentially.
Dude, Rocketeer
Oh,
style.
will you light his candle? That's a Rent reference.
Okay.
All right, so he grabs you by the ankle. He rolled a 17 dexterity as you begin to jet away. So he grabs you by your non-jet booted ankle, but your jet boot is still going, so you're still in the air, like
He's kind of like holding me like a kite.
yeah,
almost.
kind of exactly like that. The other guard is going
Fire hose? Is he like fire hose right now? Like not really going anywhere, just kind of spraying around?
Yeah, you know what? It's less like a kite, more like a balloon that's got a hole in it, but not so much that it pops. Just you're beginning to wow, and he's holding on to you as tight as he can.
Hey, let me go. I don't want to be here.
This entire scene, of course, taking place in the like GoPro angle, like wide angle lens that you have in front of you, like whoa,
The Iron Man view.
the Iron Man view, if you will.
Yeah.
Jarvis, get me out of here. My booster leg is free, right?
Yes.
I will aim my free rocket leg as best I can at the guy's face.
Okay, so I will give you two options. You can either do it without disengaging the jet boot, so you have a second of control to blast this dude's face. But if you fail, then that means he'll have a second to like grab you and like fully like wrestle you to the ground. Or you can just try to like use your strength to fight against the jet flow and put it directly in this guy's face. It'll just be harder.
Quads, dude. You got good quads?
Yeah, I'm going to use my strength to fight against the jet flow.
All right, give me a
Nice.
strength saving throw.
We're
Let's
not
see
gonna pay
it.
rent.
Ooh, Daddy got a 6.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You try to fight against the kick of the jet boot, but you end up making yourself basically invert upside down, and your jet boot, it like pile drives you into the ground head first, and you just hit the ground.
Okay.
Okay, so you hit the ground pretty hard, and the jet boot fizzles out for a second, and he starts to drag you towards the pit of molten cheese.
You gonna damage him, bro? Just in my head, it's a very jackassy stunt, and I know that.
Oh, you wanted to take some HP damage?
I just think that Johnny Knoxville doesn't walk away
I'm
from those. It
normal
just
oak, and
feels-
this is the jet boot.
They're always fine in Jackass.
That's a good point.
roll a d8.
Freddie, why are you giving Will damage?
Freddie's a little asshole. That's why.
I'm in the zone of like role play right now, you know? Like I really want this picture to make sense
All
in my
right.
head.
Freddie is the antithesis of today for you, tomorrow for me. That's my last Rent reference of the night. I'm gonna retire that. But I wish I could retire, but I gotta pay rent.
Unlike the title character in Rent.
Oh yeah.
John
Rent.
Rent. Holy shit!
Great minds think alike, but also comedy hacks.
I take 6 damage, so I now
Ooh.
have 10 HP.
Ooh, it's been a bad day for normal.
Been a bad day for Normcore.
I feel like the Pussy Wagon probably has managed to accelerate to Papa John's camp.
Describe the scene before us. What chaos
So
lies?
as far as what you can see from the outside, so there's these big gates, and the gates are open, and there's a big line of people leading out across the road. I assume at some point you probably saw them in the headlights and decided to, off-road and drive next to them or something. So the question is, at what point do you want to stop the pussy wagon? Do you want to drive all the way in and try to smash those gates open? Because they're open enough for people to walk through, but they're not pussy wagon
Can I
size.
see, just for the sake of, because obviously Matt, the player here, would be like, we got to go save Will as quickly as possible. If we saw normal, flying in the air for a second and then going down, we're driving through that gate.
No, you didn't see that.
They were probably just driving through the gate casually and trying to and seeing what's up. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
We accelerate hard towards the gate, and at the last second, I slam on the brakes so that I can gently nudge it open without damaging the car.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll down a window, then call out to the first person I see and be like, "Hey, have you guys seen a kid with a diaper and a cool band shirt running in through here?"
Kind of smelly, but in
Gross
a cool,
way?
in a friendly way, I guess.
Somebody wearing rags with dead eyes looks up at you and sort of nods really slowly and just points an emaciated finger towards the inside of the camp.
What's this line for? Is it a concert or anything cool?
The person says, "Pizza."
Man, that's a pretty dope band name.
I think it means the pizza.
All right, we accelerate through.
Okay. So there are two guards on the other side of the gate that you immediately see that see a behemoth coming at them and stand in front of it and go, "Halt!" And they point their big old shiny spears with diamond tips at the front of the car.
Oh, don't worry, guys, I got this. And I just accelerate through them.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
Okay, roll animal handling.
Wait,
I don't know how good.
There's no danger yet. You're just running through these people.
Our friend is in trouble. We don't know
Well, you
what's
guys
going
don't know
on.
that I'm in trouble yet. Can they see me being
I feel
apprehended by the
like
guards?
beyond these two guards, they
Okay.
can probably see this
Okay.
guard, the
Okay.
other guard dragging you toward the big pit of cheese. And then if you can focus on anything other than the two guards directly in front of you and your friend being dragged away, you can see in the distance Papa John sitting on his pizza throne.
Nope, too weird. Gonna just confuse my brake for my gas pedal, so to speak. And then I rolled a natural 20.
A natural 20? All right, well, you get to determine what happens then.
I feel like as I accelerate, both of the spears just plunk into the hood and they just get wrenched out of their hands. So now we have two cool shiny spears at our discretion embedded in the hood. As I run over them, maiming them so that they can't enter the fight.
You'll run over them.
I'll run over. Here's what it is. I'll run over them, but I'll aim for their feet. I'll aim for them legs.
Okay,
you know
so
what
you
I'm saying?
perfectly managed to aim your tires in such a way and fake the dudes out in such a way that they both try to dive away at just the last possible second and their ankles get crushed underneath the wheels of the pussy wagon after they have tossed their spears at you and embedded them both in the hood.
Hey guys, 2 free spears.
Good luck joining the band Stomp, assholes.
All right, you have all the speed and control of this car in this particular moment that you want to. So you see that the guard whose foot is not on fire and trying to pat it out is dragging
foot
a
violence.
dazed and almost unconscious, but still conscious enough to say stuff and take actions.
I think we're gonna start beeping. I'm just like, hey, Norm, beep, beep, beep.
I opened the door. I was like, "Hey, Norm, get in here. Hey guys, that's our friend. Thanks for we need him."
We'll
the
take
car
it from
stopped,
here.
or you're
I think we're just circling them, because you always gotta be moving.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're trying to do donuts.
We're driving
around.
at a couple miles per hour and rotating and turning around if we get too far ahead of them.
Ghost riding the whip.
I tug the guy who's dragging me on the sleeve, and I'm like, "Those are my friends. They're here to pick me up. I think I have a concussion."
I talked to my friends inside the cab. The tactic is often to try and hijack the car after it stops. So if they never stop, they can't take the car.
You're going to drive around at a couple miles an hour, which means you would be presumably at some point driving in front of the throne of Papa John.
Yes.
So he is going to see this. Oh, God. He's going to see this irritating, really yellow truck driving around, and he's going to extend his fingers and say, "Cease, cease." His fingernails, the panels, open up like the hood of a car.
Oh,
And,
no,
my
it's the Mucinex head. No,
It's like the headlights of a Miata.
Oh God! Oh,
And then a bunch of jets of pizza grease come out and hit the ground in front of your car. But he rolled not so great. So every time you continue to do one of these loops around the fucking Luigi Raceway track that is the camp of Papa John, you're going to have to test the oil slick that he has put down.
Now, how does me knowing about the initial D help in this scenario?
I feel like that retroactively explains your natural 20, despite the fact that you've
there
never
you go.
driven a car
That's
before
your
in your
animal
life.
handling.
What is it normally? It's just +0.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. So you got beginner's initial D luck.
There's just one guard near Norm.
Currently holding on to Norm right now, there is one guard. Within the camp overall, you can see that there are several very well-armed guards near Papa John.
How far away? Assuming that we remove him from the guard, can we grab him and get back into the car, or is all the guards 10 feet away?
In the time it took you to stop, the guards could clear that distance and probably have an attack on you.
Do they look like they're getting ready to, like, what are they doing?
They're basically following you around with their eyes and their weapons, their scimitars, just waiting for an opening, essentially.
But I'm not going to give it to him, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you might have to if you're going to stop and get your friend or not.
Can Norm do anything?
Yeah.
He's unconscious.
Is he well enough to ghost ride the whip?
All right, I'm going to leap out.
You guys leap out on the inner diameter of the
I'm
circle.
going to leap out. I got my cleats.
I'll form a protective barrier.
I mean, yeah, you can turn as much as you can and hopefully don't slide. Yeah, I'm going to leap out and I'm going to say that my cleats help me on not slipping on the grease. Because you said that he's put grease down, so I feel like that does affect people walking, right? Including the guards.
He put grease ahead of the pussy wagon. That's a separate area from where... I hate this game. From where Normal is being dragged around.
There's a spot of grease between
so we
me
just don't
and the
roll up
pizza
there. Okay.
and Papa John.
Yeah, so mainly that's something that Taylor is going to have to deal with as he's driving. It's less a concern for you. You have to deal with the fact that there is a guard who has now put out the fire on his foot, who gets to his feet and is heading to join his other guard friend who is dragging Normal with one hand.
Come on, Scary, we got to get Norm. And you're like really powerful. So I leap out of the car and I grab a spear off the hood of the car.
There you go.
And I charge at the guard that's holding Norm.
I guess I'm gonna come with you.
So the two of you leap out.
I instruct Hermie to get into the back cab with the other spear and like take opportunity attacks as necessary.
And I'm flashing my Kellogg
I'm going to
knife.
use Channel Divinity, Sacred Weapon, so that my spear is glowing.
Okay, great.
And it's plus damage.
This
Nice.
is all Link is going to do is
Yeah, I
make
love
stuff
that.
glow.
Well, it does actually give me attack bonuses, just not with my gun with no.
I feel like, I think this might be the first time we've ever done this, but I think for a second episode in a row, we're going to have to roll it.
Wow.
Initiative.
We didn't even try to talk to them and be like, work it out. Like, we're just going full.
Yeah.
Let's rumble.
Freddie set the stage with just driving over two people. I think even Link has to be like, there's not a lot of negotiation happening now.
10 plus 1, 11.
I got a 6.
I got a natural 1 plus 3, so 4.
I got a 13.
So first off, Papa John and his minions, they rolled an 18.
But he said we get a whole action before
You
they
didn't say
attack
he
us.
had minions.
Well, he's guards.
Minions are here?
Oh man.
Which
No.
ones?
No. We can't use all our good shit this early in the season.
Wait, but just to clarify, the extra minions you said would be a whole turn before they could get to us to attack us.
Like
Correct.
a whole movie?
Okay. Like a whole movie.
Yes, I'm saying they would basically have to spend a sprint action to get close to you, and then they'd be able to take opportunity attacks if you tried to move away from
Turn.
them. A turn. Papa John, with his non-oily shooting fingers, raises his other hand, the one that has the IV in it with all the cheese, and he does the like two fingers like forward, like go guys, but with just two fingers. So
So
two
he's
of them,
tactical?
yeah, tactical,
Tactical moves.
and some cheese like out of the needle as he does it. His guards are gonna rush at you as they leap off of the Papa's throne, and the heat from the pizza oven that is heating the big jacuzzi of molten cheese stops distorting the air in front of it with electricity and excitement. No, heat. That's what we're looking for. You know when heat
Heat
does-
waves.
Shimmering?
shimmering, thank you.
Yeah.
yeah. As they step away from the shimmering, heat-filled air, as they step.
We got it, Anthony. We
No,
got it.
no,
We got it.
finish it.
I need to
You finish your description.
I wanted to come out like good, but now you're gonna just hear how bad I am at imagery because this is too funny to
The
not.
longer it takes, the more slow-mo the shot is. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
God, whatever. This is two pizza guys run down.
They look like pizza
But what are they
guys.
wearing?
It doesn't matter now.
No, it doesn't. Oh, no.
It's like bright yellow armor. And you know how in like medieval armor, sometimes at kind of the armpit, they have those big circular things to like deflect
Oh,
like,
yeah.
axes
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's like, yeah, they're like armor pasties kind of, but just a little bit to the side. It's like they're big old pepperonis. And
Okay.
the men coming at you, you can see that they have all kinds of what looks to be like acne at first, but it's just a lot of toppings. They just have a lot of horrible toppings that seem to be like embedded into their faces.
God.
They're running at you, and you see that every step they take, a slick pool of pizza grease is left behind them.
Disgusting people. This is a serious question. In my head, for some reason, Papa John's like 30 feet big. Is he just a normal sized
Snoke?
man?
Let's say he's an 8 foot tall
So
man.
how
He's
much-
a big boy.
He's Master Chief size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he's the size of your average Master Chief.
He's okay. Okay. He's a Master Chief size. Okay, great.
Two of those pizza guards run at you. They're going to spend their entire turn to reach you.
Space marinarines, if you will.
I love that.
And the guard who already has normal is going to drop him and unsheath 2 diamond pizza cutters. And he is going to
Damn.
see Lincoln coming at him, and he's going to swipe at Lincoln. He gets a natural 1. What do you do that makes him miss you and also makes you look cool?
I slide tackle underneath his legs.
Okay, cool. You go right
Kick
between
him
his
in the
legs.
nuts.
Okay, cool. A cleat straight to the ding dong.
Red card, baby.
Yeah.
His knees buckle, and you successfully slide underneath him, and he falls to the ground prone. And then Papa John, so he's going to like take a big inhale, big inhale, and his stomach's going to distend and his chest is going to distend. And he looks like he's readying something that next turn is going to happen. All right, now it is Normal's turn.
Normal says, I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice. And I cast Spiritual Weapon. You create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast this spell again. When you cast a spell, you can make a 5-foot melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Fun.
It's going to be a spectral, like, you remember the Teeny the Teen puppet? It's like that, but it's like a floating puppet with like 2 big Hulk hands, and he's going to go up and like clobber the guy who just dropped me.
Great.
Or the guy who's prone on the ground.
Yes. So you'll get advantage on the attack because he is prone.
Yeah. I got a 21.
Jesus.
Whoa.
The Teen hand puppet raises its big Hulk gauntleted fist and just brings them down fucking Hulk smash style on this dude. How much damage does it do?
5 damage.
Okay, 5 damage.
So they're soft Hulk hands.
It's like one of those, like, you cut in close and it looks really huge, and then you cut back out and it is kind of small, and it just goes like,
And he goes, ow. And now it is Taylor's turn. First, let's say you're going to make another animal handling check because you're going through the oil slick again.
19.
19, all right.
Hermie, ready your attack. You go right, I'll go left.
Is he like your fucking familiar now? Is that what's happening?
Listen,
I'm his best friend, so. That sounds like somebody who's jealous they don't have one.
I'm going to try and like sideswipe the person on the left while I hope Hermie throws the spear into the person on the right.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll, I guess, animal handling again, and then an attack roll.
Ooh, that's a 4.
You swing the wheel too hard and too fast.
Oh, big
and-
rock!
Yeah, you hit a rock. The pussy wagon is hurtling straight towards the jacuzzi of molten cheese. Hermie tries to slash at nothing, but he's got nothing to slash at because you turned so quickly. And the initial drift you were attempting to do did not work the way you wanted it.
And this is like a ground level pool, not like a above ground pool.
No, this is a ground level pool.
So he's gonna like drive into it.
Yes.
Not drive into a wall.
Yes,
He's gonna drive down into the cheese. Okay. Just making sure.
Full of cheese.
Just
No,
painting the
that's a
picture in
good
my head.
clarification. I was picturing an above ground pool.
Like a big cauldron or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did say
gosh.
jacuzzi, which implies above ground. You're right.
So, yeah, it can be.
How scary. How do I feel in terms of the percentage likelihood of us going in?
Next turn, if you don't do something about it, the pussy wagon and you are going into the molten cheese. So I would be pretty scared if I were you.
Okay.
But you can, like,
if I
slam
was
on the
one
brakes.
roll away from having the coolest truck in the world just destroyed by mozzarella.
Freddie, you fall into that cheese before you jump out. You do not let that pussy wagon.
All I was saying is if I bail and I yell, Hermie, take the wheel. I think that could be.
Oh,
that
I
could-
like that. Get rid of Hermie. Jump out of that car.
Trying to fucking murder her.
Jump out of that car. What a way to go.
Do I have time to do that?
Oh my God,
yeah,
that's
you
his
absolutely
Joker storyline.
You absolutely
every supervillain goes into a vat.
Holy
Shit,
shit.
you'd actually become cool.
You absolutely have time to do that. Okay, so you say that. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead
Hermie,
and do
take
it.
the wheel. Jump out of the car.
Hermie, take the
Oh, you're
wheel.
actually doing it.
So Hermie goes, no problem. And he scoots over into the driver's seat, and he's just going to have one animal handling action to see if he can fix
And
this.
meanwhile, I do a fucking cool ass roll out of the car.
No, you don't have to say it's cool. You gotta roll for it.
You don't have time to jump out. You already did your thing this turn. You can jump out next turn.
You have a movement
he has
action.
movement.
So, his action
my
was trying
movement.
to do the thing, and his movement is leaving the car.
Will say he's got to roll damage just like he made you roll damage.
Yeah, roll an acrobatics to see if you hit hard or cool when you hit the ground.
Fucking natural 20.
Okay.
Damn it.
fucking hate Taylor so much.
Yeah.
So like I do like a perfect like double shoulder roll and I land in the blade pose, like one arm down, one arm up, and I go, hey, did you miss
So
me?
infuriating that he
And then
fails.
behind you, you hear Hermie go, wow. And the truck, because he did not roll well, the truck splashes into the molten pool of cheese. He goes, okay, well, this is, and it's beginning to sink, and the cheese is rising, and it's tipping over the window. Sorry, you left the door open. So it's just beginning to flood the interior of the cabin. He's going,
God.
ow. Scary, it's your
I
turn.
can't believe I've been
What?
left with this situation. Because you rolled animal handling with the pussy wagon, does that mean it's like a creature?
No, it's not that it's a creature. It's just that there's no
Where are you
vehicle
going with this?
handling.
Where are you going
Talk
with this?
to me through your plan.
Talk it through,
Okay.
Beth.
Well, I was
No, they made
thinking
it to
about
you. They
casting
sprinted.
spider climb on the car. So it's like until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch gains the ability to move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving its hands free. The target also gains a climbing speed equal to its walking speed. So it's like if I could cast it on the car, and the car could climb up.
What we'll say is, if you do want to cast it on the car, I will interpret that as the wheels suddenly gaining a tremendous amount of traction. So that if Hermie tries to back out, then maybe the back tires, which are still on the lip of the jacuzzi, and it's 4-wheel drive, obviously, will maybe have the traction necessary to help him pull out of the cheese.
Just take a break here for a moment. Fuck the car. You say you can turn any one of us into Spider-Man at any moment? Is that because willing creature or creatures? Can you just literally point at any one of us and we start climbing up walls?
Parker Spider-Man
fucking
far
kidding?
from home?
Is this what I want to do with my one wild turn?
How many spell slots? You could make us all skitterbugs. We could all fucking infiltrate a place. This is incredible.
Just abandon the plot completely.
I just like later.
We're Spider Boys now, Anthony. We just want to climb around.
We rob banks!
We're Spider Boys and we rob banks and we got cool costumes, Anthony. And then
Our
this
dads
world-
are dead and that's our backstory. We rob banks! We're doing a third campaign now about superheroes who have to stop the Spider Boys.
Take the time is good because now we know you can literally turn us into Spider-Man.
Spider Boys, please.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
The cool bank robbing
Sorry, Anthony. I hope you don't have any.
That would- I mean,
I hope you don't
honestly-
have any obstacles that are tall anytime soon.
That would straight up be the funniest thing in the history of podcasts. It's like, yeah, season 2 was only 14 episodes because then they became Spider Boys. They completely abandoned the plot and just became bank robbers who
Podcast
climb
ended because
things.
spiders don't talk.
Are you trying to save Hermie?
What? I mean, no. I would never. Yeah, you know what? What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use my cantrip, Eldritch Blast, and I've got 2 beams of energy. Beam of crackling energy streaks towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On hit, target takes 1d4 force damage. And so I get 2 beams because I'm level 8, and I have to roll for each of these. I guess the 2 that are closest.
Yeah, the 2 that just reach you with their sprint.
Those ones, yeah. And
So you're
I'm
going to like force push them into the vat? Is that what you're saying?
yes, I will aim for the vat with my force beams, my Eldritch Blast.
These guys just ran at you, so you're going to sort of like point at them and then give them a bunch of force at a 90-degree angle so they go, "Wah!" and like fly into the fucking vat.
Yeah, I'm
is
going
what
to
you're
yeet them into the vat.
Go ahead and give me some rolls.
Okay, so 15 plus 4.
All right, so the first Eldritch Blast of force definitely hits the guy.
And a natural 1.
Okay.
Plus 4.
Oh, plus 4. Okay, well, so natural 1, the first one hits the guy, and just as the force is about to push him into the vat, the second one hits, and you realize that force damage doesn't mean you get to push somebody. That is a completely separate thing in D&D, unfortunately. That's just like a type of damage. You hit the first guy, and it hurts him, and he takes 1d10 force damage, and that's all that's going to happen.
Nothing I try works. I'm never doing a spell again.
Are you not this scary?
I'm going to my room. Oh, fuck.
But scary Spider Boys.
Let's pitch you on Spider Boys first.
All right, so that is a scary turn. What does a link turn look like?
Can I say when I kick him in the nuts, can he have dropped one of the diamond pizza cutters?
Why don't you give me an advantage strength check to take one of the diamond pizza cutters?
I got 17 strength checks.
Yes, you wrench the diamond tip pizza cutter from the disadvantaged, still in pained hand of the guy that you just cleated in the balls.
What I want to do is, because normal is freed, right?
Normal is freed.
I want to put my arm around normal. And then, you know, like those like 3-footed sack races? I'm going to like wrap my foot around his jet boot.
Wait,
What
no,
an interesting combination.
You're combining a sack race with the 3-foot. Nobody ever does
Three-legged
that.
race.
Where you
It's a
like
3-footed sack race.
Yeah, you combine potato sack race with 3-legged race, which honestly seems like a really good way to die.
In my head, when you wrap your 2 feet together, you put
You also put it in a sack.
You just put it in a little sack. That's what a sack for.
The third foot is the Holy Spirit.
Okay. So the boot is in between us.
You're binding the boot to one of your legs and it's in the middle. Of
Yeah, so it's in the middle. And I want to try, no, we got to go for Hermie, man. And I want to like do like,
Okay,
you
I
know.
can probably do that on my turn. Do you want to do something on your turn?
No, this is my movement.
Okay, so you're going to press like the button.
Yeah, I can press the
on
button,
my-
right? On his
Yeah.
foot.
All right, are you going to leave Scary behind?
I can take care of myself.
Okay, yeah, no, she's
Activating the
fine.
jet boot will
I'll
be
take care of
your
Scary.
action.
Yeah, no,
the
yes, I'm
movement will
leaving-
be
yes.
whatever your movement is.
That's
Okay.
her
I'll
turn.
take care of Scary.
Yes,
I'll take
I know.
Okay.
Scary's staying behind.
Okay, so you're going to run up to normal, grab him by the shoulders, press the jet boot and then try to jet onto the hood.
And to clarify, I shouldn't be running to normal because last turn I ran to normal and attacked the guy. So I'm at normal already.
This
That's
is your
my
first
point.
turn.
No, the last turn I sprinted and I slid underneath the
No,
guy's
that was a
foot.
stupid thing I gave you as a justification for him natural one-ing when he attacked. You've never had a turn. I was being nice, which I will not do again.
Yeah, that was he failed. So he was like, "Why did the guy fail?"
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
it's like it was because you
Matt-
slid on
and you
him.
snuck in a
Snuck
fucking
whole
turn.
in there.
Hey,
And
you
he
asked me
got-
what happened.
All
Listen,
right.
Matt's just telling it like it is. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so why don't you go ahead and make a...
Animal handling?
Norm is not an animal.
No. You're pressing the button and trying to ride the wave of the jet boot
Yeah.
as it goes off. So give me a dexterity roll
And
as
then-
you fucking jet toward the molten pit of cheese.
It's a real high risk, low reward move.
Fuck, okay, dude, +3, that's called a 17.
Okay, 17. All right, cool. So you, with holding on to fucking normal, and you into the flatbed of the pussy wagon.
We smoothly jumped, my friends, because we're perfectly balanced with the foot in the middle of our 3 feet. And we leap elegantly. And then using the diamond tip. And then Diamond could definitely cut through the fucking hood of the car. So I'm about to extract Hermie from this shit. Like Jaws of Lifestyle. Like Jaws of Lifestyle.
Okay, so like the roof of the fucking cabin of the pussy wagon?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm cutting open the roof of the pussy wagon with
Okay.
my diamond tipped pizza cutter.
Okay.
You can tell me if that's my next turn. Or
On
not.
your next turn, you will.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So does Papa John's and his minions turns once again. The two minions, one of whom took some force damage, the other of whom did not, see that Normal and Link have jumped onto the pussy wagon inside of the hot tub of cheese and see that the only person around left to attack now is Scary. So they're just both going to do that.
Well, Taylor erasure, bro.
So they see Taylor and Scary. So each of them is going to make an attack against either one of them. He's going to lunge at you with his spear that he's holding, and you can see actually that as he's attacking you with it, that it's not quite a spear. At the very end, it forks into a disc and then 3 little things, and it's one of those little pizza tables, but it's like really, really sharp.
Very good, very good.
So
very good.
that is going to hit you in the shoulder, and you are going to take.
This is me.
This is you, Scary.
Okay.
You're going to take 10 damage.
Okay. And I let it hit me because I'm like, that looks really cool at the end. It's a little table. It's very cute.
Okay, great. Yeah, it just slinks inside your shoulder, and you're bleeding.
Ow. Oh my God, I'm hurt. I need attention.
So
But he misses me, right?
he missed you. Yes.
So I dodge just by like sidestepping and going, heh.
God.
Just clarify, all
And from-
Taylor's
and from
done
the-
is scratch the car.
Yeah.
Then gave it to Hermie, then leapt out, watched him sink, and then just
Look how
watched.
fucking cool.
You went, "Huh," and in the background, you can hear me go, "Nice one. You look very cool." Ow.
Goddamn right.
Then the Papa is going to, Papa John is going to go, chew.
Oh shit!
and
Forgot about this.
Oh, shit.
a bunch of cheese from his mouth and nose, just an explosion of it is going to come out in a cone that everybody that's not in the car is going to have to roll.
You're welcome.
a
You're welcome, Norm.
Dexterity saving throw to avoid getting hit by this cheese sneeze, as it were.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
So that'll be Scary and Taylor both roll a
Well, and,
dexterity
his
saving throw.
and the guards that are in the blast radius too, right? Aren't they
Oh, yeah.
fighting? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
They are prepared to die for the pizza emperor.
I feel like Lincoln Normal should like every turn roll like a friendship roll that like they should be able to get better at balancing their dual jetpack.
I love that.
Yes, I think we should because like it's like a training montage. Like it's like any movie. It's like the first time you go up in the suit, you're like, oh, we can't handle it. But like now we're like getting synced together.
Okay.
I
You know what I
rolled
should have done is I should have made you roll with disadvantage because it's your first time doing this and it's really difficult with 2 of you. And every time you do it, you should still have disadvantage, but you should get +1 to even your lowest roll. That's
Okay.
the deal I'm offering you.
Best I can do.
That disadvantage hurts quite a bit. Okay, but we already got +1. You're saying
I'm saying the next time you do this, you'll get +1.
Okay, that's
Okay.
disadvantage. Anytime
From
we
now
try
on,
to
it's
fly
good.
around.
You got beginners like this first time. I'm not going to retcon your good roll to get here. But anytime you want to do the 3-legged potato sack jet boot race move, you will have disadvantage,
Oh, yeah.
but then your result will get +1.
But Normal and Link have to say something to each other to become better friends.
Yes. Okay. Great.
I am just horrified to announce that I failed my deck save.
I roll a natural 1 plus 3.
Wow.
No.
Okay, so Taylor, your mouth is open with horror as this
Oh,
comes out. No,
God.
I'm joking. It doesn't happen that way. That wouldn't.
What? No, that happens. That's
That'd be
great.
That's so gross.
No, here's what happens.
No,
is that I
We
dodge.
found your line finally.
Cheese in the mouth?
Well, specifically, a guy sneezing cheese.
Oh.
Oh,
Here's
that's
what
so
it is. Here's what it
bad.
is.
I don't like
I
that.
dodged the guy who was coming at me super fast, but then I like sprained my ankle a little bit. I'm like, ow, and then I just don't notice.
No, that's not what happened. happens that makes you less of an asshole. What happens is you go, huh, and you pause because in your head it's an anime freeze frame as like something behind you happens, like the car explodes or whatever, and you're so busy being fucking frozen there that you don't react at all when this cheese expels from Papa John and hits you square in the fucking face and hits your teeth. So it's still in your mouth like you all wanted.
Classic.
Scary, it just hits you. You're so busy reeling from the wound to your shoulder that it just hits you square in the chest and knocks you down. So both of you are adhered to the ground. You are stuck to
Like
this
the
ground.
dinosaur sneeze in Jurassic Park.
Well, I mean, that was just gross, but like it didn't adhere them to the tree. There was not a secondary action scene of them trying to extricate
Turns into
the
spider
It
boys.
sucks that they never left the tree.
Yes, you were cheese webbed to the ground for your turn. So you're going to be unable
Cheese
to
Web.
move.
That's a great band name.
But you can take your action to try to extricate yourself by force. Or you can try to do something without moving. Oh, and also you both take 2d6 worth of damage.
Maybe we should stop this Hermie rescue mission. Go rescue our real friends.
We're all the way here. We might as well get Hermie.
Yeah, might as well get Hermie out. Get an extra turn out of it.
Ooh, 8 damage. I'm down to 3, guys.
6
shit.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't rest from the last time.
No, you did
Yeah, I
not.
forgot about that.
Okay, now it is Normal's turn.
So we're in the cab of the truck that is sinking into the...
You were in the bed of the truck.
We're in
that
the
is
bed of
sinking.
the truck that's sinking into... It's like a
Into
sort
the
of
cheese.
Dante's Peak
Into
situation.
the molten cheese.
Oh my gosh, yes.
First friendship thing is I go, you want the pizza cutter or the spear? And I hold them out to you.
I'll take the spear, friend. And I take the spear and I smash out the back window of the cab. And then I'm going to use the spear as a pole to offer it to Hermie to climb out with.
Okay, give me an advantaged attack roll against the window because you have a diamond tip thing.
It's like a ninja rock situation.
Yeah, feels like
three-
it should pretty easily break the
We're
window.
a creature of friendship
wait.
with 3 feet, a spear, and a pizza cutter.
I got a 9.
You got a 9 with advantage?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, so the
Also, I realized, should we be doing the thing where Norm, because I got scared by the doodler's butt last episode or whatever, didn't you say I had to do something to get my shit back together before I make rolls?
I feel like that stopped being relevant once you got grabbed by 2 guys, and suddenly that sort of had your focus
What's a
and
man
your panic.
sneeze cheese on your friends? That's the new scary
You're
thing.
laser focused on trying to get Hermie out of here.
Okay, fair enough.
You failed to shatter the window, but you definitely made a big, not a crack in it. I don't know if you've ever tried to like break anything glass for funsies, but like it makes like a mark there. Like you made a
Yeah.
little mark there, and it hasn't shattered yet. It hasn't broken or cracked or anything like that, but you've done some damage to the to the window.
Here's a D&D question, because I've used my attack. Can I use my movement to try to Kool-Aid man through the window?
Oh, that's interesting.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah,
why
Like
not?
to just hurl my body through the cracked window?
That's cool.
Especially if you have a jetpack.
What if Anthony was like, oh no, instead of oh yeah, get it? Oh, I cracked myself up.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
All right, I go, friend, hold on to me. And
right.
just make sure I don't fall it too far. And then I throw myself into the window.
Give me a
Hang
strength
on,
check.
Hermie, I'm coming.
Give me a strength check.
Oh, that is a 15.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, with a 15, what do you shoulder first? How do you do this?
Just a header.
Through a glass window?
Oh God.
Okay. So you're
Safety glass. It's a car.
so your dome hardened by years of having Teeny the Teen's weighty head pressed down on it.
True. Yeah, your neck
cervical
must
yeah.
be
Sorry, your cervix-
insanely
cervical
strong.
neck area.
Your lumbar.
Yeah, wait, what did you say?
Cervix?
Your cervix?
Sorry, what do you call it? Because
Cervical.
I know it's cervical is the adjective form of like for like neck stuff. I don't know what that area is called.
No, you're right. It's the cervix. It's
You
the
have
cervix.
My skull
if they're
hardened by busting through my mom's cervix when I was born.
Yeah, that's how you left. That's what happened. You were head first, baby.
Yeah,
They're all head first babies, Anthony.
No, not everybody. I wasn't.
Yeah, tough. You had a tough birth.
Oh, you were a breech baby?
Yes.
Like
So
Caesar. Oh, wait, no.
her cervix was so strong. She'd been doing so many kegels. You had to headbutt your way out. You were brought back to the moment of your very birth, and that is what allows you to head first shatter through the fucking window, the rear window of the cab of the pussy wagon. Why does anybody listen to this?
You're gonna be talking about this moment with your therapist for decades.
Yeah, and you so you shatter through, and you're fucking. You know what it's like? It's
But it's
like
a smiling face
It's like
of
when
Herbie
Rutger
rather than
Hauer
that
at
of
the
your
end of
mother.
Blade Runner when he puts his head through the fucking wall, and he's like, so he just Hermie just sees you shatter in and come in like that, and he goes, oh hey.
Hey, grab my head.
No problem there, buddy. And he grabs onto each of your ears, and he goes, now what?
Oh, well,
Like,
wait till
pull me
Link
out.
start. Can we keep going, or is
It's
it
so
wait till my turn?
cool.
So that was Normal's turn.
Okay.
Taylor, it is now your turn.
On my turn, I'm just going to rock us out of there. I love when a plan comes together.
Link's just sitting there as his friend headbutts the window. He's like, just like it. Just like I fucking
Oh yeah.
This is always how it's gonna go.
Okay.
Sweet spot.
I will cast at the first level Hellish Rebuke. Okay, so I may be on the ground, but I will note that the wording of this spell allows me to do what I want to do, which is you point your finger and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. Didn't say I need to point my finger at the creature. I just need to point my finger and I'm good. And I'm already, so there.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you can point it at the creature.
I don't have
now,
to because I'm already on the ground. And
Oh, wow.
Now, I will say the casting time for that is a reaction. That's not even your action.
I
That
see.
happened
so
when
that
he-
was last
yeah,
time.
That happened last. So basically, what we're going to say is that happened when he sneezed the fucking cheese onto you. So he will now do a dexterity saving throw.
And I do my best impression of like the JoJo's point, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Oh, I see. You still want to point your finger, just not at him.
Exactly. But the spell wording says specifically just says point your finger. It doesn't say anything.
No, it's
Point
going
it
to be
at
clear
the
about that.
creature.
Anthony, the rules lawyer, would have really
You
made
are
sure.
really taking my ass to court on that one. Let me
No,
tell you,
that finger's
boys.
pointing at
That's
him,
me.
Freddie.
Man.
There's two things that come down hard on. It's potato sack, three-legged races, and pointing. All right, so he fails his save. So he is going to take 2d10 fire damage, you said?
Yeah.
Nice.
Great. So he takes 13 damage. He's just on fire now. You see a slight curl of his smile on his face, on his very moist and shiny face. And he goes, oh we're turning it up now, huh? I'm about to get deep dish on you.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Okay, so you are out of spell slots now.
I'm like just stuck on the ground here, right? There's not.
Yes,
nothing really
you
much
can
I
take an
do.
action to try to free yourself from that shit. And also, oh gosh, sorry, I have poorly set the stage. When the two of you rocketed into the flatbed of the pussy wagon, you were doing so next to all of the items that you had brought in from Daddies. So the ATM-sized
Yes,
machine with a
correct.
button on it, and the
all the
and-
stuff?
and the puberty tree, and all that kind of stuff.
Wait,
yeah.
what is that? Where's that
That's-
stuff?
That was all in the. it was
Hermie
all in-
loaded that up into the back of the truck.
Freddie threw all of our stuff in the pool?
I just want to roll the tape back and say Matt was really psyched about my move, and
I
now
was
he's
shocked that
turning
you were
on
doing
me.
it. Wait. Sorry, this is important. Were we underneath the tree when we were in the pussy wagon?
Puberty tree?
Roll d20.
What was-
Both of you roll d20.
Oh, no.
Just a straight D20.
Just give me a straight
I got an
D20.
8.
Well,
I got a natural one.
oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
Okay, so we'll deal with Link first. Link, if you don't move the tree or move yourself next turn, you're going through puberty again.
Like more.
Like harder.
Okay.
Quick question: are there any?
I'm dealing with other things right now.
So this tree was just in the flatbed.
Yes, he was in the flatbed. You were
Okay.
so excited to go rescue Hermie.
And then probably what happened is when it slammed into the jacuzzi, like it toppled over and now it's aiming back at
No,
us.
we're just sitting there in the back like a fucking palm tree. We just landed underneath its shade.
No, I think it's what Will said. Yeah, it went in, it fell over, but the way that
Don't
I
you have to
described
be
it earlier.
under it for like a full minute or something like that? What was the rules on the
No, it was a
puberty?
minute, wasn't it?
We could get a
Not
little
6
taste.
seconds.
I did get a natural one though.
You did get a
Yeah, a
natural
little
one.
taste.
You get a taste of puberty.
All right. Well, I don't want. This feels mean.
Can I grow a mustache?
Oh yeah, a real
yeah,
gross
that's
mustache.
great.
Yeah,
Yes,
horrible
bad. So,
mustache.
so what
Bad.
Hermie sees is your head shattered through the glass. You turn to him. You say, "Grab my head," and then a mustache appears, like the most disgusting,
Oh no.
incomplete mustache.
Patchy mustache,
An
normal.
inverse Hitler appears on your lip,
Patchy mustache.
and he goes,
normal.
"Oh my!" and he grabs your ears,
And I go, "What? What's wrong?" Because I haven't seen it yet.
and he goes, "Nothing. We'll talk
Because
about
you're
it
acting
later."
really gross. Like you're acting grossed out.
No, I didn't know. I thought there was no ceiling to what I couldn't react to. And in this moment, I'm fighting even my ability to act normal, to act chill, is being significantly tested.
Okay, fair enough.
Here's my move.
Yes, what's your
I'm
move,
a cantrip thaumaturgy.
Okay.
One of the effects of thaumaturgy is my voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute.
Okay.
So I'm now 3 times as loud for the next 10 rounds of combat.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
That's just what Taylor needed. Just to be louder.
Just louder.
yeah. And then I'm going to shout a, "Hey everyone, look over there!"
roll deception with disadvantage.
But it's loud.
Yeah, and coming from your direction. You can't also throw your voice. Also, everyone's looking at you.
Yeah.
All they're going to think is, wow, that kid's loud. They're not going to think, hey, we should look into a place that has not been
kid's
specifically
loud.
pointed out to us.
They probably would be more likely to look if you weren't loud, but now you're so loud they're weirded out by you.
All they're going to do is look at you.
That's a 6.
Yeah, everyone looks at you. And now they know not to trust the loud voice. They just said, look over there if it happens in the
Well,
future.
I had one shot. Well, sorry, hold on. That was
I had one shot.
Classic turn. All right. Scary.
I played D&D to be roasted by my fellow players. That was a collaborative game.
I had so many other things that were going to happen in this fucking
Keep going. Let's go. Fight.
Scary, it's your turn.
So, okay, question. Is the cheese that's holding me down, is this like a mythic sort of cheese or like a curse cheese, or is it just regular cheese?
What spell are you trying to fucking sneakily use that will get you out of it? Just fucking show me.
Man, you can just ask him. Like, you don't have to like
You're
trick
my
him.
fuking son coming up to me holding something behind his back with a bashful look on your face like, Dad, if I hypothetically, if I maybe did just show me.
It's just remove curse.
No. That will not
curse
do
cheese.
it.
Well, we'll remove
I
curse.
just feel
We'll
like
remove curse.
I'm so much more powerful
Well,
than
here's the
Taylor,
question.
but I can only think of just getting my
You got
knife out.
fireball. Just
Oh, I wish we had that revisor hat from season 1 because you could turn it to remove curds.
Remove curse. Does that
shit.
remove actually your lactose
It
intolerance?
would be remove curdes because there's still an E there.
I think I'm just gonna use the knife to cut because I'm holding it in my hand already.
Yes.
So I think I'm just gonna cut the cheese away from it.
nice.
Oh, I get it.
All right.
Yeah.
So when was the last time we rolled for whether or not you jerked off? Do me a favor and roll. I would use Google for this. I would not do this with a regular dice. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw 9 times. And then add your wisdom modifier to each of those individually. And if any of them are below 10, then on that day, you Scary jerked off.
But you don't have to tell us what day it was.
You're going to have to, because the other days that you didn't jerk off, you will
It
still
adds
get the
up. It
bonus
gets
from
the
those
bonuses,
days.
Yeah.
There were 2 days.
How many days consecutively before?
But how long has it
between
been?
the last one? Yeah, how long has it been? That's the question.
If I'm looking, sorry, if I'm looking at these dice, like
Scary.
I'm sorry. If I'm looking at
Yeah.
these dice in a row,
Yeah, in
it
a
looks
row.
like I have jerked off the last 2 days.
The last 2 days. So you held off.
The knife is worthless.
The knife does 1d4. The knife does 1d4.
Oh, no.
Real sink or swim situation.
You were literally going to get, let me see. It was going to be like a 64. And then you couldn't help something about right before you went in.
Something about
Did you excuse
stop.
yourself into the bathroom right before you went into fucking
Something about
avant-garde?
theater class
Something
with
about
Herbie.
yeah. Well, I was like, no, I'm not gonna get into it.
Okay, so yeah, I guess at some point in the last
It's a
24
knife.
hours.
So it's just a knife is what
It's
it
just
is.
a normal knife. It's just a 1d4 damage knife.
Well, good thing
Toss it my way.
I'm only trying to cut cheese.
Yeah, good thing you're only using it against
Yeah.
cheese. So go ahead
Yeah.
and give me an attack roll against the cheese.
Okay. 15.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you hack the mozzarella enough to allow yourself to move this turn as much as you want, and the next turn you also get an action.
Okay.
Is there anything movement-wise you would like to do?
I want to get as close to the guys as I can.
To the lip of the jacuzzi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
Link, your turn.
Okay. So in order to get friendship points to add to my disadvantage roll, I look at Normal. I go, whoa, dude, that's a sick mustache, man. That looks really good.
Oh my god! I have
Oh
a
my
mustache!
god, yeah, dude, it looks amazing.
Yeah, you can see it in the rearview mirror.
I look up at the rear view mirror and go, "Whoa! He thinks my mustache is cool."
You look like a dad. You look like a man. It's so cool.
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah, I think it's cool. I'm just trying to make him feel good. No, I don't think it looks cool.
Okay, then roll deception.
What
But
a
even
journey.
if I know I'm lying, like he would appreciate it.
Roll deception.
Roll deception.
Yeah.
I got a 7.
Okay, so with a 7, normally you do feel closer to Link for him having lied, but you know you don't look good. You know that this is bad. In future interactions with other people, keep this in mind when it comes to your confidence level.
I feel like it'd be a miracle for more like high school guys to know their mustache was bad. Like, I feel like this is like a huge service that Link has just done, Norm.
Hermie's holding his head.
Yes.
And then we're attached like one arm around each of each other's waist, and we got our free arms which have weapons in them, and then our third leg has a jetpack. So I'm just going to point like high and just try to rocket off of this thing.
But okay, so it's on my leg.
No, but our legs are like wrapped together.
Okay, sure.
Potato sack, Will.
Like third leg.
Did you like intertwine them like lovers spooning?
How do you not understand the third
potato sack?
Yeah.
But you don't have a potato sack, so
No,
are you
I just
telling
did
me?
this.
Was that our feet, our
Yeah, I
toes
just
are
wrapped around.
interlocking?
You want me
Did
to
you
show
take
you?
up your
Come over
shoes
here.
and make your hand and your toes grab each other like hands? What are you
Matt
doing?
is showing off his arms wrapped around each other with fingers interlocked like a
Okay, how
mating boa
re-explain what I've already
constrictors.
done?
So your
Our legs
I
are
didn't realize it was like this the whole time. I thought your leg was just next to his. But okay, so your ankles are kind of wrapped around, like
Yeah.
you crossed ankles
But no,
essentially.
here's my point. What direction are you pointing the rocket boot?
Well, your head is smashed in, like you're bent over. The foot is still
So you're
on the.
aiming it at the ground.
Yeah, I'm just trying to rock us out. there.
Angled in, so
So
that
he would go straight up and snap his neck.
Oh, God.
Okay, for my action.
Oh, I know what you want to do. You want
I just wanna
you
pull
want to
his
move.
head
You
out
want
and
no,
then
no.
fly away.
I'm describing like.
Yeah.
Let me set the scene so this makes sense. His head is there. His legs are flush with the flatbed. So what you probably want to do is move your and Normal's leg up so that it's like pressed against what used to be the window, and then boost away.
Oh, is there a reverse?
When there's a boost, you go in the opposite direction of the boost.
Okay.
what would a reverse on a booster rocket?
That's
be?
what I'm confused.
Sticks your feet, suck
suction
myself to
rocket.
walls.
That's the point, because we can be Spider Boys, okay?
Can I literally just pull his head out of the car? He's already broken his head in, so it doesn't feel like it's a whole action to pull his head out of the.
No, I don't think so.
I'm just trying to leap away because we're all grabbed
You're-
onto
okay,
each other.
All right.
Give me a roll
Yeah.
for pulling out Hermie and his head.
Yeah, because if Hermie slips, I'm fine with that. Like I'm doing my best. Like we're sinking, I'm assuming.
Oh, that's the case. Then if you're just pulling out Normal.
It's up to Hermie if he hangs on.
Okay.
That's a 17.
Okay. So
I
you
got some
successfully
bad rolls.
managed to back up a little bit. Hermie holding on to Normal's head is pulled out. You see that as he is pulled out, pretty much everything from the knees down was submerged entirely in the cheese and is really badly burned.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
And he was like, "Hey, Trevor doesn't feel pain."
And now I'm going to leap off this vehicle.
Okay.
You're gonna blast off.
You're gonna blast off.
I'm gonna blast off.
Okay. So go ahead and roll dexterity with disadvantage, and then add 1 to the result.
Do I get 2 now because we had 2 friendship things?
No,
Okay.
you don't get to do one before and after.
Okay. Right. Okay. So animal handling +1 disadvantage.
Yes, please.
The first one's a 19 plus 2 plus 1, so 22. So far, so good. That's a 10 plus 2 plus 1, so 13.
So with a 13, you activate your jet boots. You and Normal and Hermie shoot through the air, but the suddenness of using the jet boot and the awkward weight distribution means
Not
that
perfect anymore.
Hermie kind of
Messes up the
he's kind of
equilibrium.
messing up the
Three's the crowd, man.
trajectory.
Three's the
If it was
crowd.
just the 2 of us.
He's messing up the trajectory, and you can tell that you are going to plummet back into the cheese unless something is done.
Like, how far away from the shore, the cheese shore, are we going to land?
You would
How big is this
How far
pool?
from the shore of this jacuzzi do we
Yeah.
need to sail?
That's part of it. Is I feel like this car was like far away, but I
Do
mean,
if by land, brie if by shore. It wasn't that funny, Will.
okay, so somebody needs to help us.
Well,
Taylor can shout at us.
it is Papa John's turn and his minions.
How many
So,
of the minions are left?
I mean, you haven't done anything to any
Well,
of
no,
them.
one of them's
We
down.
almost solved the problem you started.
So the prone one stands up
Oh, God.
with only 1 diamond pizza gutter. The other 2 see Scary and Taylor, who are still within their purview. And they begin to move forward as if to attack you. And then Papa John says, "Wait," raises his arms to the sky, and then brings them down really hard. And the ground beneath you shakes. And 1, 2, 3, 4 big lines appear, traversing the diameter of this camp in a sort of pizza cutting
slice.
slice kind of, formation. red light is coming from these lines. You can feel the ground beneath you beginning
It's
to
the most
quake
video
a little
game
bit.
boss fight move
Yes,
ever.
he's telling you where next turn bad things are going to happen. Those lines intersect with exactly where Taylor is.
All of them?
Well, one of them does.
Okay.
Yeah, all of them. One of them intersects with where Taylor is, and then one of them intersects with the car
Okay.
and all of your stuff.
I think our stuff's already a car.
Yeah, I will read that one off.
All right, fair enough. What a shame.
That vending machine will never be used.
Oh, boy. Yeah, you're right. The vending machine, the whole Daddy Warbucks
Well, no,
thing.
I mean, we might be able to drain this pool later, depending on what happens next. We might own this camp
It's just
by
a
the
little
end of
bit of
this.
cheese damage, you know?
Sure, why
Take
not?
care of
Yeah,
that.
you've done almost no damage to any of the bad guys, but yeah, maybe you'll own this place.
Beth has not used Fireball yet. She can kill this whole camp if she wanted to.
Okay, so yes, he
I
basically...
did 12 damage to the Papa John's.
Yeah, it's not bad. Bob John calls down the pizza slice lasers, basically.
And the airstrike is marked.
And it's like you see him shaking, and you can feel that next turn something bad is going to happen from those cracks.
Okay.
The minions, calm down, Beth.
I'm sorry.
You jerked off before you came into the Forgotten Realms.
I
Calm
did
down.
not.
The 3 guards, one of them is going to rush to Papa John's side and try to pat out the flames and try to heal him. He fails. So he just ends up just patting Papa John, just weirdly, just around his like midsection. The other 2 see that Taylor is still stuck in place, so the other 2 are going to attack Scary. You dodge one of the attacks from one of the spears, but the other one hits you in the other shoulder, and you take
A lot of shoulder damage.
5 damage.
Ow. Oh my God. I'm so injured. Guys, look. Guys, I'm so hurt.
You have like 1 million HP left, don't you?
I have 13.
Okay, it's not so bad.
Oh, no.
Our tank
We're
is
all
getting-
very hurt.
I hurt myself with Fireball. Aww.
And we didn't rest in the car.
No, you didn't. All right, Normal, it's your turn.
All right, so we're hurtling
You're
towards.
hurling through the sky, and at your current trajectory, you're just going to land straight in the cheese.
But you get +2 now for animal handling.
I guess you do, yeah. Yeah, if you want to try again.
So I'm wearing the boot,
Yeah,
right?
Yes, it is
So
on
does
your
that count
foot.
as a move action for me to try to use it, or is this still like an action for me to try to use it?
You'll still have to roll dexterity because you don't know how to control it, but let's say it's a move action instead of an action, just for shit's sake.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use my move action to try to steer us away from the cheese chasm that we're finding ourselves hurtling into.
Okay?
If you roll badly, though, we're going straight into the cheese.
Hot dice. You got a turn too.
I
You
know.
and Hermie can both also attempt to steer us away from the cheese.
Well, I was just saying, if you roll like a 1, we're going into the cheese. It's a disadvantage. You got to roll this twice.
I got a 13.
With disadvantage?
Oh, God damn it. Fucking disadvantage. Wait, but do I get the friendship bonus
You
too?
get +2.
though, right?
Yes, you get +2.
I got an 8.
Okay. Your angle gets a little bit worse. And you point down a little bit more acutely down directly into the cheese.
Okay.
But you still have your action.
I look at Link and I go, Link, you got to do it, buddy. You got to get us out of here. And I pat him on the shoulder. Or I guess I kind of flap my hand to tap him a little bit. And I cast Guidance, which is one of my cantrips.
Nice.
And now, once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the rolled number to one ability check of their choice. So he's got a little bit of boost to...
Cool.
And also I
I'll
say,
get
my
+3
favorite
friendship.
color is blue. And we get another friendship point.
Whoa, man, me too.
Samesies, I really don't want to die.
We got a lot more in common than I think. I thought, dude.
Wow.
Great. So it is now Taylor's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna look down like, Okay, so where is this red line intersecting me?
It would like bisect you vertically.
Oh,
Oh, a
like
gold
a
finger.
bond, a gold
Yeah, the
finger.
old Goldfinger.
Classic.
All right, so I'm gonna try and struggle out of my cheese-based restraints.
Okay.
You don't want to just yell loudly again.
Wow. That kid's loud and now he's cutting too.
A D&D party divided against itself cannot stand.
Sorry.
This is the part of the movie where no, they can't work together, and then there's later on room to grow.
You have your katana, so you can try cutting it.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try and cut through with my katana.
You'd have to like draw it. You didn't draw your katana beforehand.
That's true.
And it's like
right.
you're pretty constricted against
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah,
So
okay,
give me
that's
still give me a strength check.
14 plus 3, 17.
Okay. So
Turns out mozzarella cheese is not a strong restraint.
Damn.
you slice through the cheese pretty
As
handily.
anyone who's eaten string cheese knows.
That's
The
true.
fact that you can eat it any way you want.
Well, string cheese incident. That's the name of the episode.
Holy shit, yeah.
Damn.
And then I roll out the way, really cool.
Okay, great.
But That's really loud.
Yeah, it's 3 times louder than normal. It's watching a dub that they didn't mix properly.
Just loud breathing coming from my corner.
Link, it is your turn.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to try to maneuver ourselves away from the cheese.
All right.
So we'll keep going down
It's really
that.
the last
Yeah.
chance here.
Okay, so I got disadvantage, but I get +3 friendship now.
Okay.
Right? You said every time we get +1 friendship because we're getting better
Yeah,
at flying.
I'm
this
already
thing.
feeling like I should nerf this a little bit, but yeah.
No, I mean, we failed 4 times, Anthony.
Yeah, I know, but if you just spend the next 3 episodes being like, I guess we try the jet boot, then eventually be like, oh, we get +25. It doesn't matter if we have fucking disadvantage or not.
You can make it run out of fuel. There's a million things you can do, Anthony.
Right, yeah.
You're a
I'm
clever
saying
dude.
down the line, I'll find a way to balance this, but right now, yes, you get +3.
I still feel like it's pretty hard.
How are
because it's still
friendship fucking
disadvantage.
rules, dude?
Okay, and I roll a D4.
You can burn the D4 afterwards because you can choose.
Yes,
when to
you can
roll.
wait.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, 19 + 3.
Disadvantage,
That's 22. I know, 22.
Okay, 22.
So I got first.
Remember when
This
you
is
were
what
really
happened last time.
excited last
You remember when we
time?
were really excited last time?
22, new beginnings.
Remember when you crashed your pussy wagon at 100 miles an hour? And you still end up sitting straight up?
On
So
miracle
last year I
status.
crashed my pussy wagon.
Crashed upright on miracle status.
Okay, do the math here. I got an 11 + 3, so that's 14. So that's not too bad. I'm going to use that D4.
Okay.
Will, I'm just gonna be thinking about the numbers the whole time.
That's 2, so that's 15.
So that's 15.
14. You said
14 is 16.
You're 16.
Oh,
2 plus
oh
14.
yeah, 11
is
+ 3
16.
+ 2. Yes.
Okay,
16.
great. With a 16, you manage to right yourself, and suddenly all 3 of you are going in a lateral line, straight, parallel to the cheese.
You've dropped below the hard deck.
Fuck yes. It's like Maverick right here.
Yeah, and you are just barely fucking like the wake, the like
Yeah,
you
it's
think
like
the ripples and
It's like the fucking the
I
cheese is
put
doing
the
the
cheese cutter in the cheese and just like making a little ripple along it.
yeah, and the 3 of you
G-forces.
managed to skid.
Cheese forces.
The 3 of you managed to skid onto the surface on the other side of the cheese jacuzzi. Actually, why don't you roll acrobatics? You're gonna land safely on the ground no matter what, but like, do you have the control necessary to not land in one of the pizza cutter zones?
Oh. Well,
But they're very, very small. though.
I got 2 + 3, so 5.
Wow. Okay, cool. You crash onto the dry land and you roll for a bit. And when you come to a stop, Link, you look up and you see that both Normal and Hermie, there's a light coming from the ground that they're laying on top of. So both of them are going to be hit by
Was that
this
my
thing.
action or my move action?
Well,
We were mid-flight already.
But it's attached to me.
it's
That was
attached
why
to
it was
Will.
my move
Yes,
action.
Will gets to use it as a move. That was your action. You have a move.
But we have established you can use a move to ram into things.
Yeah,
So you can ram into us.
All right, here's what it is. You can ram into one of them.
Oh, I mean, that's an easy answer. Oh, no, it's your wife or that neighbor you've never met. What are you going to do? I was going to save Hermie. So I'm going to roll and grab Normal and like roll with him.
Okay.
And then as I'm rolling, I'm going to cast
I wish you could see the look on my fucking face
a reaction
through
or
a
whatever.
podcast. You can't cast a reaction. Reaction is just a thing that happens.
I'll just wait for Hermie to get fucked and then I'll react.
When is Hermes' turn?
Hermie's turn is part of Taylor's.
Okay.
So
What
I
did-
guess I could have given him a turn while you guys were doing that stuff.
Yeah, but he's not part of the jetpack crew. He couldn't maneuver the jetpack.
Yeah, but wouldn't in theory he didn't get to move on?
Oh, yeah, we held
Taylor's
his turn.
Yeah, we delayed his turn.
Yeah, Anthony, we held his turn.
Nice.
Okay. So he goes, oh no, my legs, I can't move. Because I did establish that they were burned to
Yeah,
fuck.
fair enough. Shit. Like Volcano?
Yeah. Yeah, like Volcano.
No!
Just roll, Hermie.
It hurts. I can try to roll.
Like a burrito roll.
It hurts too much for him to roll. He rolled badly on his acrobatics check.
Oh.
And he goes, you know, the greatest joke? And then it's Papa John's turn at that point. And
It's not my turn?
Oh, did I skip you? I'm so sorry. Scary, it's your turn.
We also do have Hermie about to die.
And
Yeah.
also for now, you can cast Fireball just like farther than 20 feet away from
Okay,
you.
well, I don't know. I'm a little gun shy on Fireball, so I'm gonna do Wall of Fire. This is you create a wall of fire on a solid surface within range. You can make the wall up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. So I'm just gonna aim this at Papa John and his minions, or the minions that are next to him. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature must take 5d8 fire damage.
5d8.
Jesus.
Or half as much damage on a successful save.
Classic Jezebel situation.
Yeah.
She's not locking anything in. It's just a
No,
line.
I'm just saying, I'm just
Yeah.
visualizing it as Jezebel.
From you to where Papa John is, intersects with, I guess, 2 of the guys that were fighting you, There was a guy healing him, too. You're going to get 2 dudes and Papa John.
A family can be 2 dudes.
Jesus Christ. This is such a weird, lopsided game.
Jesus
we're playing.
Christ. Get it, guys?
Cheesy crust.
Yeah.
Okay, the one nearest you just fucking immolates. He's just like, whoa! And like gets immediately just absorbed by the fire. The one who's patting Papa John to try to heal him goes, no, and like stands in front of him with his arms out, like trying to stop the fire. And the fire just goes, poof, and he just goes up too. And then Papa John is going to take also
Scary's just murdered so many people.
24 damage Papa John takes, and he goes like, and he puts his hands on the chair and he pushes himself up from it, and ping, 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 like all the different like hoses and stuff that are plugged into him are like, it's like Bane. They're just spraying fucking oregano and grease and olive oil everywhere. And he is now out of his throne and on fire, and he is going to start heading towards you on his turn, which is now his arm's still up, and now he's on fire and angry. He's entered phase 2 of his boss fight.
Oh, no.
He like brings his arms down, and the ground at all of the different laser areas between you splits, and pure brick oven fire sprays from the ground in those areas. Hermie takes a jet of fire.
I use my reaction for a protection. I don't know if this is going to matter for this spell. And he just has disadvantage on the attack roll. Is that going to help Hermie?
The way it's going to work is kind of like an area of effect thing. So Hermie will be able to like make a saving throw to try to roll out of the way. But it's going to be disadvantaged because he's not very mobile right now. So we got a 4. So a jet of brick oven fire comes out of the ground and just gets him right in the face and chest.
Oh, no!
And he's blown back onto his back as the Joker suit he's wearing also begins to catch fire. And he starts thrashing around and trying to roll himself out. And he's like,
Guys, don't worry. He can act like he's alive.
What the fuck, Scary?
Hey, that's my best friend.
Normal, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Hermie.
Fucking really? You even established that we don't like this guy.
This is your fault. This is all objectively Taylor's fault.
You just said he was your best friend. Why are you mad? He's healing him.
You can say he's my best friend and then wink, heal me, but you're my friend.
Oh, you're mad that he's not healing you?
Yeah.
Oh, but you're not dead yet.
I'm real close, though.
Hermie's on fire.
Hermie's down. Hermie is like, he's thrashing around for a bit, but then he stops moving.
Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
he's in death saves?
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know if in this world NPCs have death saves or if they just die.
I rush over to Hermie and I once again strip off my t-shirt to fan the flames out and cast Spare the Dying on him to stabilize him.
The fire goes out and the smoke clears, and you see that despite the fact that he's wearing a Joker costume, he is now perfectly burned like Two-Face across the entire left side of his face. He looks up at you, his eyes open, and he goes, I knew you liked me.
Oh.
Oh.
And the Cameron from Ferris Bueller voice goes, Normal, oh, you're my hero. So he's alive. And now it's Taylor's turn, and you have an angry Papa John coming towards you all as a group.
Dude, I can do fucking dick shit right now.
Oh, also, and you see in the intervening 6 seconds, the pussy wagon and all of your stuff, except for what you have on you, submerges into the molten cheese.
You guys mad at me? Don't be mad at me. This is a cool move.
Normal's definitely mad at you.
No. Matt Orlick is not bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to the line of assembled people. What's the vibe of that line? Just
Sad. A lot of people resigned to their fates.
Like, they're not pumped about being turned into pizza or whatever.
No.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy, so I don't have the same effectiveness as Glenn as this, but this is definitely a Glenn move.
Something deep within you awakens. And
Yeah.
My fellow citizens of this land, you fuck this guy. We outnumber him. Let's take him down. Yeah, 15.
Okay, so with a 15, the would-be pizza cheese people turn to each other and like realize like, oh, you just killed like most of the guards that we're nearby. Maybe we should, like, you're beginning to get to them.
Rally to me, your leader.
I think maybe next turn you'll get that, but I don't think right away.
I stand on a slightly raised rock to try and give myself a little height boost.
steps on top of Hermie.
In miniatures, they call it a tactical rock because every important character has 1 foot on a rock. It just is cooler.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that. It's funny.
All right, Scary, it's your turn.
So Papa, I mean, I'm not going to call him Papa, but so,
And yet the die has already been cast. You already did it.
oh no. Okay, so John is coming toward
PJ, if you will.
is coming towards us still.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to cast my poison spray cantrip.
Okay.
You extend your hand toward a creature you can see within range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage. The spell's damage increases by 1d12 when you reach 5th level. So 2d12.
Oh boy.
And so, yeah, I raise my
Jesus.
hand and I'm like, hey, smell this, asshole. Better ingredients, better, like shit.
As your fingers begin to spray out poison, he goes, "You could have done something with cut the cheese that you already with the smell of it." Oh, and then it hits him, and you do 17 fucking damage to this guy as he fails his Constitution saving throw.
How much damage?
17 damage. She
poison.
can do that every turn.
Is it 17 poisson damage?
Yes, it is poisson damage.
Fish damage.
Is that fish damage? Yeah.
Does he look bad finally?
Yeah, he doesn't look great. That's why he went into his second mode as he stands up.
Another health bar. That is cheap.
So he begins to cough. Little individual slices of pepperoni are coming out. God. Now it is Link's turn.
I'm just going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on Hermie. And then I'm going to just army style, like with Hermie, and I'm just trying to get out of there. I'm just trying to move away from Papa John because both of them are pretty hurt. So I'm just moving away, and I'm hurt too. I only have 6 HP, so and it feels like Scary can more or less do this.
All right, so you grab Hermie under his arms.
Well, yeah, essentially there'll be a disadvantage on attack rolls against the target Hermie.
Cool. So now it is Papa John's turn. He's going to pull out from his inventory from behind him. He reaches behind himself.
like a video game.
Like a video game. And when his hand comes back around, it's holding a big old glass jar with a metal lid on the top with a bunch of holes in it. And inside you can see red peppers. And he's going to gonna fucking dunk it and throw it onto the ground like a grenade.
Who's he doing that to?
It's an area of effect. So everybody roll a dexterity saving throw.
Shit.
Oh boy.
Come on. 9 plus 3, 12.
I got 13.
I got a 5.
I got a 15.
15. Okay. Everybody except for Link,
God damn.
you are going to take a D10 of damage.
All right, I'm in death saves.
Oh my god.
Okay. 1.
Wow.
Oh, lucky.
Lucky you.
That little scrape on the cheekbone.
Yeah.
Just like,
Scary, you specifically feel just one pepper flake scrape your cheekbone, and you can even feel just that part burning. Like
I'm
you
like,
feel.
ow!
Whereas Taylor takes a shitload of them to the face, you feel like your entire face is fucking on fire, even though it's not.
it's like a Home Alone aftershave situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I slap my hands on my cheeks and I go, ah!
And you fall unconscious to the ground.
You're knocked out. You're in death saves. Okay.
Hermie gets knocked back down into death saves again. He's conscious for a second, and then it hits him again. And he goes, "Oh no!" and falls down again. Goes limp in Link's arms. And Normal, what happens to you?
I have 2 hit points left.
Wow.
Well, good thing you're not dead because you're the healer.
All right, Normal, it is your turn.
Okay. Whew. All right. So Normal is feeling this whirlwind of emotions right now. Just this seething. He's so confused. He's got a mustache. He's freaking out. He's like, do I like Hermie? I don't know what's going on. And then everybody blew up. Normal feels this overwhelming amount of love for everybody on the team, right? And he's like, no, these are all my friends. All my boys are in trouble. My spider boys. And he casts Preserve Life. It's a channel divinity skill. As an action, you can restore 15 HP. Choose any creatures within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points among them.
Oh, that's great.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give 8 for Hermie and 7 for Taylor.
Taylor does a kip up and goes, didn't even feel a thing.
I also send Teeny the Teen to go punch Papa John.
He goes and
Wait,
floats
who's
through the
team?
air.
What is the team?
I have my spiritual weapon.
That would be an action, right? Or no?
It's a bonus action.
It's a
That's
bonus
what I was saying.
action.
I just said, forgot that I can be judged.
Oh,
I should have been doing it
okay.
this
So
whole
he'll
time.
roll an attack.
I got an 11.
Okay. So with an 11, he runs through the air spectrally toward Papa John and goes and starts trying to punch him. And his punches seem to, at least at this time, do next to nothing. Papa John completely ignores him. Teeny the Teen is once again
Powerless
stupid.
to knock out.
Stupid. A big dumb idiot. Taylor.
Oh, no. I'm going to turn to the crowd. So there's fires flickering around all over, right?
Mm-hmm.
So thaumaturgy allows me to cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute. So I'm going to change the color of all the fire to green around us in a bid to convince the crowd. My citizens, we have suffered far too long under this monster's rule. Come with me, a powerful warlock, and together we will overtake him. And then I changed the color around the fire to emphasize my point.
So you're
Why
loud
are
and
you
the fire
laughing?
changes colors.
Why are you laughing? They're
Pay
riled
no
up, dude.
attention to the teen behind the curtain.
All right, roll persuasion.
No advantage, nothing? The thaumaturgy didn't, little fire change didn't help?
Razzle dazzle.
Little razzmatazz.
I'll give you a +1 to.
I mean, these
to
guys
whatever you
are
roll.
pretty bored. This must be impressive.
5 + 1.
Ooh, the oldest person, the one who told you, Peter, it was in there. He goes like, the other people have magic in this world. I know what thaumaturgy is. Frankly, you all seem out of spell slots. So, Taylor, is there anything else you want to do?
I'm going to run to try and get away from the area of effect.
All right, great. Scary, it is your turn.
Looks like I'm on my own.
Let me take you on a journey inside Scary's brain. You hear her voiceover. Everything else fades away. Dear diary, I had an entire turn to think of something witty to say when it came back around to me. About the poison spray, that is. I still can't think of anything. All I could do was open my mouth and say, hey, take this again. And I cast poison spray again.
Okay, great. He's succeeded his saving throw. So does he take half or take no? Okay, so you poison spray him, and he goes, a whole turn to think of something cool to say,
Yeah.
and yet, shit. Now I can't think of anything cool to say. Shit.
Fuck it, asshole.
Fuck. Still didn't hurt though. Hater. Now it is Link's turn.
Is he undead?
I would say that's probably fair. Yeah.
Okay.
You just said a cleric and a paladin's favorite words.
I want to. I'm going to try and make it
Undead?
thematic.
My
I
ears
want
are
to
itching.
turn the unholy,
Okay.
which is as an action you can censure an undead. Each fiend or
Yes.
undead
You're gonna
that you can
cancel
see
him?
within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw DC 10 on a failure. It is turned for 1 minute. So I'm going to turn around and be like, hey, mister. Hey, buddy. You're an adult, sir. You're not acting like we're just a bunch of kids and you're just a big old media. You're a business owner, I thought. Like, what are you doing, man? You don't treat your employees right. Gosh darn it, this is, it's improper. You're just an improper person. And I think you should apologize. That's what I think. I'm censoring you.
Why don't you apologize?
So it was a wisdom saving throw of DC 10. He got an 18.
Fuck. God damn
This is a
it.
coin flip, baby. You got it.
He goes, no, who are you? What? Wait a second. Who in the hell? What is this? What is this? And on his turn, he's going to run forward and he's going to grab, I feel like the person probably closest to him was, who do we
Not
feel?
Taylor.
Scary, I
Taylor's
think.
way
Probably,
out of
probably
reach.
scary.
Okay. So cool. He is going to run up and grab Scary with his natural 20. It's just going to happen. And he's going to do an Arcana check on you by... He leans in and just takes several big lungfuls of your
Okay,
air.
creepazoid.
His eyes narrow and he goes, like the others. Like the same man twice. And...
What?
What?
And
Rocket Sparrow twins.
I am not a twin. I'll have you know I'm the only one that's like me.
he says, stop. I can offer you your lives if you stop fighting, because I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, that's what I just said, buddy. Yeah. Sounds like you listened
No,
to me.
not like I'm going to leave.
Yeah,
like,
no, I hear you. Stop
I will
fighting.
give you a
Good
choice.
job.
I will give you a choice. Because at Papa John's, you can make many different choices
Fuck.
about what you might like for your meal. We can either take this fight to its logical conclusion, in which I will almost certainly destroy all of you. I also know what thaumaturgy is. You have no spell slots left. Or part-time employment.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Like for you?
You will work for me. One of
But,
Papa's
like-
children. Papa takes good care of his children.
Link, don't listen. We'll have to wear uniforms.
You will have to wear uniforms. That was one of the things that I wrote down. Yes, you will have to wear uniforms. Yes.
Can we see like a contract or?
What?
Yes or no. You have 1 real-time minute to decide amongst yourselves. And if you don't decide, I'm just going to fucking go apeshit on you and kill you.
Before we get into that, after all of our damage stuff, do we have a sense of like how much he's,
How
is he
turfed up
bloodied?
does he
Is he
look? How beat up?
bloodied? Is he any of that?
He is just on the other side of not bloodied.
Okay.
And we've done about like 50 damage.
Guys, I don't know. I'm pretty tapped out. I don't have a lot of gas left in the tank. Hermes really messed up.
I don't have any healing anymore, and I have 6 HP. What's everybody's HP?
I have 12.
I have 7.
I'm at 2.
Do you have any more spell slots?
I know what you're thinking. Did he cast 3 spells? I have a bunch of first level spell slots, but I don't. Yeah, I've got 4 first level spell slots.
So I established that I kind of ran away.
You did.
What's around me? Are there ramparts? Is there a tower that I could have run to? Like, I just want to see if there's any other options in this area.
It's like a bandit camp kind of
Oh,
vibe
okay,
where
okay.
it's like walls made out of logs with sharpened tops and, a couple watchtowers on either side of
Is there
the
a horse?
Yeah, I would say there's probably a couple horses tied up on the outside.
I could get on the horses and try to fucking rescue you guys.
I mean, do we want to
We
work
can't
for
hear
this?
you right now, so we don't know
No,
what
no,
you're
I
doing.
know.
We just
Yeah.
think you. Look, guys, Taylor abandoned us.
We-
I think we might want to just play this one out, and we can maybe run away later. Like, look, if I know anything about a part-time job, is you can kind of blow it off after a while, right?
Well, how about this? Would I have to use my like real government name on my name tag, or could I use Scary?
You are allowed to use your preferred name.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's like, how do I be of assistance then, or whatever.
Taylor's rummaging through like their bandit loot, and you hear a voice from the tents over there, and he's like, "What's it pay?"
Your lives.
Did I find anything in the tent that I just ran into?
Roll investigation.
Come on. 13 plus 4, 17.
Yeah, you find it's like the size of an easy bake oven, but it's like a pizza oven, and it doesn't require power, and anything put in it for 5 minutes will be cooked at 400 degrees.
so an air fryer.
Yeah, you have an air fryer that doesn't require a power source.
I mean, what's the job? I mean, it seems like you just sit here and kill people.
Yes or no?
You know something about my dad's? He said the same man twice. That's like my dad and my uncle. I got to figure out what's going on.
So you vote yes. I guess I vote yes too.
I just found this pizza oven, so I'll vote yes, I guess. I'm keeping this oven, though.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, we're a group, so let's work for this murderer, I guess, to kill people.
We gotta change the system from with. Listen, Link, we're all fucked up here. I'd rather not die.
All right, yeah. Hey, that sounds like a great offer. We'll work
What
for
an
you.
opportunity.
So he goes, good. So he lifts his polo, and under his polo, you can see his skin is just made out of a bunch of different Papa John's like aprons, and he just grabs one of them and just rips it out.
Oh, no.
And then he does that 4 more
God.
times, and he tosses them at your feet, and they're still wet. And he goes, put them on.
Guys, we could just run. We could just run. Like, just run right now into the
I
crowd.
will
Disappear into the
find
crowd.
you.
We can disappear in the crowd.
Why do you think this line of people is here? Do you think they want this? No, they know that wherever I seek them, I will find them because Papa John's delivery range is extremely large.
I wave my apron to dry it out first.
You don't like it?
No, it's great. It's just
Put
a
it
little,
on then if
it's
you
a
like
little
it so
wet.
much.
It's just a little wet.
It'll dry out on your body. Put it on.
It did dry on your body.
That's because my body's special. Put it on.
Okay, you're the boss. Put it on.
It's just wet and gross. It's not
Yeah.
like it's not a parasite or anything.
We can like work our way up until we're ready and we're strong enough to leave.
I think Scary's right. I think we have to keep this fight
It's
for
like
another day.
Let's
if
find
you're
out
like
about-
saving up for a concert, right? It's like the long game, but then ultimately you do get to go to the concert.
The concert this time is Dadapalooza because I'm going to figure out what happened to my dad.
We're gonna
Also,
go.
just because we work for this motherfucker doesn't mean we need to do what he says.
Yeah, so we're not. We're just gonna have a quick huddle. We're not unionizing.
No,
Don't
we're
worry.
not doing
We're
that.
just-
No
we're just
unionizing
talking-
here. You're part of a family at Papa John's, and you just trust the father of a family to treat you like you should be treated. So he puts his foot onto his throne, and he goes, yeah, and he kicks his throne a little bit forward, and underneath it was a hidden staircase downward where you can immediately feel a big gust of heat. And he goes, this way, and he gestures towards the staircase for your employee orientation.
Oh God, the patriarchy.
I don't know what that has to do with anything. I'm
well,
just saying
it's a
this is
Papa
where you get
John's
trained.
situation. Yeah, I'm not calling you Papa. I'm not calling anybody Papa.
Okay, but I am.
Whatever.
Guys, I think we just have to go along with this. And when we heal up, okay, let's make a pact right here. When we all get back to full
We'll
health.
lose our virginity. Norm begrudgingly puts on his apron and ties it. So Hermie's back on his feet. What's going on with Hermie?
Okay, so Hermie gets to his feet. Half of his face is burned, and he's looking around. You see his demeanor change. You can almost see his character shift in front of you. His loping, weird, sort of dancey kind of Joker vibe is replaced with something that's a little bit more studious, a little bit more angry, and a little bit more random. And he goes,
God.
wow. This could go one of two ways.
No.
He puts the apron on and he just kind of squints.
The moment he puts the apron on, is half the apron one
Yeah.
color and the other half.
Yeah, the half me that just goes burned too, and it just sort of matches his outfit. So yeah, he's now wearing, one side is a perfect Joker suit, and the other side is a burned Joker suit that looks more Two-Face-esque. And he goes, "Lead the way."
All right, guys, we're going to learn about Lark and Sparrow, and we're going to get the hell out of here, right?
Yeah, let's just go down there. We'll take a short rest. We'll get our spells back,
Yeah.
and then we'll fucking figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
All right, you head down the stairs and you come across what looks to be a very large cafeteria with a fuckload of those pizza guards sitting around eating pizza and drinking
Milk.
Pizza.
You know what? Milk.
Yes.
Oh,
Just drinking a lot of milk.
Milk's the
That's
best
the
with
worst
pizza.
thing
Milk's
yet.
the best with pizza.
As you head down the stairs, you can see that there are a bunch of tubes from the ceiling that basically seem to originate underneath where that jacuzzi was.
So we watch our fucking pussy wagon just
Get
slowly
melted above you.
Oh, no.
And fucking into a bunch of different parts. You see all the possibilities of the items that were in the vending machine and the fucking ATM machine that kills anybody that
The
presses
puberty
the button.
tree?
The puberty tree, all that
does
fucking
the
melts.
puberty tree-
Pizza's covered in pubes now.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And you follow the
Oh, God.
tubes.
Oh, just the bottom of the pool is just hairy.
Oh my God.
You follow the tubes with your eyes, and you see that they
Deranged.
lead to one end of the room has a countertop that sort of spans the width of the wall, and behind it there's like a kitchen and pizza ovens and people working, people at registers and stuff like that. And there's lines of these soldiers lining up to get food from what looks to be his army's sort of cafeteria. And as you step down, he goes, "All right, first off, you look hungry. You need to eat. Go ahead." Papa John gestures
Good guy.
towards the line leading up to the registers. Everybody, obviously, seeing Papa John, immediately stands and salutes him. And he goes, "No, as you were. Continue to partake of our flesh." And they go, "Thank you." And they give you pizza. Do people working the registers look familiar to you? Because they actually look like the same man, but twice. And with huge smiles on their faces, Lark and Sparrow wearing Papa John's polos see you step into line, and they go, "Welcome to Papa John's. How may we serve you?"
All our days whisked away, but is there something more to say? You know that no one knows us better than ourselves. Used to tell myself it'll be alright. Pretty lies let me sleep at night. I know that no one knows me better than myself. And I know I'll get this right. It's just a matter of time till we make it out alive. We gotta pick ourselves up and say, not today, no, not today. We live for tomorrow, make, steal, and borrow. Break where we can't change. We gotta pick ourselves up and say, not today, no, not today. I don't need your sorrow, come back tomorrow. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way.
Dungeons and Daddies is Matt Arnold as Lincoln Lee Wilson, Anthony Burch as our DM, Will Campos as Normal Oak, Beth May as Scary Marlowe, and myself, Freddie Wong as Taylor Swift. Our theme song is On My Way by Maxton Waller. Brian Fernandes is our content producer. Ashley Nicollette is our community manager. Esther Ellis is our lead editor. Travis Reaves provides additional editing, and Robin Rapp is our transcriber. Special thanks this week to Fishboy22 on our Discord server. Some of the other fine patrons who support our show are Anthony Mertson, Brady, Not Peter Baelish, Jake Bawalda, Ben DeVoe, Martin B., Dominic Harrison, Yadude Mello, Ivan, Alex Vitapon, Vaughn, Eddie Zuniga 13, Quaint, Violet Moon, Rosalie Westfall, Charlie Quinn, Dana Kiefer, Gwyneth Clare, and Alex Yan. Directly support this show and get ad-free episodes at patreon.com/dungeonsanddads starting at just $5 a month. If you think we're funny here, wait till you hear how funny we are behind a paywall where all the bets are off. We can do anything we want back there. One thing we've decided to do is that we're going to do more one-shot campaigns because it gives us a chance to go even more buck wild than we usually do. Right now, on our Patreon, there's a prequel campaign in the Call of Cthulhu system called At the Mountains of Dadness, a completely ridiculous Star Wars mini-campaign called All That Jizz. We just did a mini-series in the Regency era called Sons and Sons Ability, and as we speak, we plan and we scheme for more bonus content. And that's not all that's back there. There's an entire other podcast, there's videos, there's in-character, in-universe newsletters, there's merch discounts. There's quite a bit, and the only way you'll see/hear it all is at patreon.com/dungeonsanddads. Hey Alexa, add patreon.com/dungeonsanddads to my favorite websites bookmarks. I don't know how Alexa works. I don't have one. Our website is dungeonsanddads.com. Our Twitter is at dungeonsanddads. Our subreddit is Dungeons and Daddies. Our next episode is coming at you Tuesday, August 23rd. We will see you then.
We gotta pick ourselves up and say, not today, no, not today. We live for tomorrow, make, steal, and borrow, break where we can't change. We gotta pick ourselves up and say, not today, no, not today. I don't need your sorrow, come back tomorrow, I'll be on my way.
He's a 10, but he likes anime.
He's a 10, but he rolled another 11.